Hello everyone, welcome to Cardiac Stories. So as promised, today's video it is Q&A video where I'll be discussing all your doubts and I'll try to answer all your questions. So mainly in this video we will be discussing the doubts regarding BSc Cardiac Technology. Okay. So also many students requested me like they are not able to understand Malayalam. So I decided like from now on all the Q&A videos we'll do in English so everyone can clear all their doubts. So moving to today's video. So beginning with Q&A. So first and foremost doubt, like many students asked me, like I'm repeatedly giving the same answer in the comments. So I thought in the video, in the first question, I'll keep this, okay? So what is the salary scale of BSc Cardiac Technology graduate, okay? So I would say generally what happens is if you are looking for a job in Kerala and if you are looking for a job in Bangalore, it is totally different based on the salary scale, okay? So if you are a fresher, you are looking for a job in Kerala, I would say a fresher can expect 15k per month or below, okay? Usually salary scale for jobs are higher in places like Bangalore, Hyderabad. So if you are looking for a job in Bangalore as a BSc Cardiac Technology graduate fresher, you can expect a salary scale starting from 15k to 21k. Currently my friend, he is earning 21k per month. So a fresher can expect like 15 to 21k. But when you come to Kerala, I would say expect like 15k and sometimes 16k or like below that also you should expect, okay? So you will earn more if you are looking for a job as a fresher in Bangalore, Hyderabad like cities, okay? So that's one thing regarding the salary. Another doubt many students asked me was what is the scope of this course? So I want to tell all of you like this course, as I said in my previous video, you are having option. Either you can work as ECG technician, cath lab technician or as TMT technician, or you can go in the like company side. So you are having different options. So there is no doubt regarding the scope. So talking about the salary scale, I said like starting salary it comes only this, but like if you go abroad your salary scale will be very good. Usually like Singapore, Ireland, UK, US, everywhere you can find vacancy for this course in abroad, and you can work either as cardiac sonographer, cardiac physiologist, exercise physiologist, cath lab technician. So yes, this course is having very good scope. Another doubt I saw was which is better, BSc Cardiac Technology or BSc Perfusion Technology. As I said, like BSc Perfusion Technology, it is a very good course, but only problem is the number of vacancies are very less. So in BSc Perfusion, as you can see like how many perfusionists will be there in a hospital? Maximum 5, 3. So BSc Cardiac Technology, if you are working, you will be having one ECG department in hospital, you will be having one TMT, you will be having one echo. In echo department only there will be like 5 to 6 technicians. So it also depends on hospital, if it is a big hospital or small hospital. Also if you take BSc Cardiac Technology, there is an option, either you can work in hospitals or like diagnostic centers or like that, okay? So if you take perfusion course, you can only work in hospital, okay? That too, perfusionists are not there in all hospital. Only in very good like big hospital, perfusionists will be there. So by this only you can understand the number of vacancies are very less for perfusionist. So that's the only difference I can say. Also like many students ask like from which college I studied. I studied from Jain University, which is a college in Bangalore. Apart from this, there are different colleges in Bangalore where this course is available. Like you are having very famous college which is Narayana Hrudayalaya, you are having Vaidehi. So talking about different colleges where you can take admission for these courses. So if you are looking for colleges in Bangalore, I would say keep Narayana Hrudayalaya as the #1 choice, because I don't want you people to do the mistake which I did, because I never knew the college Narayana Hrudayalaya. It is actually a college which is having this course and it is very good. Actually heart hospital you are having, so it is very well known for heart surgeries and everything. So you will get ample amount of like practical exposure. So also the certificate value matters. So if you're a Narayana Hrudayalaya pass out, obviously there are high probability like you will find job easily. So one option, that is Narayana Hridayalaya. Then you can choose Jain University. Then you are having like Vaidehi. Okay, so talking about admission in Jain University. So if you want admission in Jain University, there is a Jain entrance test, also called as JET exam. So for inquiry, you can dial the inquiry number in Jain. You have to give the JET exam, and there will be one short interview. They will ask basic question based on your science related questions, for example, like they can ask like what is the number of RBC, WBC in our body. So like basic science question which you study in your 12th. So that are all basic questions. So why you took this course, what made you take this course, like that basic questions. So prepare for that questions for your interview. You can apply for that exam, and yeah, you can, for more details you can dial the inquiry number. So talking about Vaidehi also, there is separate application process. I think they will take interview. So that's about Bangalore colleges. So if you are considering like colleges in Mangalore side, you are having like AJ Institute of Medical Sciences, you are having like Srinivas University. Srinivas is also good, but when you compare it with other universities like Manipal Udupi campus, I would say keep Manipal Udupi as your number one choice, because their practical exposure, everything is very good. And below that, Manipal, you can keep options like AJ, Srinivas and Yenapoya. So like that, different colleges you are having. So if you are looking for colleges in Kerala for this course, I would say like keep Amrita Institute of Medical Science as your first option. Practical exposure, everything is very good in Amrita. And apart from that, you can keep colleges like TD Medical College, which is in Alappuzha. So Amrita also, as you know, application is separate. You have to give their entrance exam for getting admission. For colleges like TD Medical College, Alappuzha, you have to apply through LBS. So that is application process. They will see your 12th mark. Based on the 12th mark in the LBS portal, you have to pay the application fee and do the application. And based on your marks, everything, they will form their own merit list will be released, and based on that you will get admissions. So that's about the application process. So please mainly consider colleges. If you are if you're thinking to apply for this course, I would say mainly consider colleges which is very good for this course. If 1, 2, 3 I have to give option, I would give Narayana Hridayalaya, Manipal Udupi campus, Amrita Institute of Medical Sciences. So apart from this, in colleges like JIPMER, AIIMS and all these courses are there. So their course fee, as you know, if you get in that, it is a very competitive exam. Course fee will be like very less. So if you are interested in this course, try to apply in like AIIMS and JIPMER also. So that's about this course where bachelors are where like this, that's about the colleges where bachelors of this cardiac course is available. So yeah, that was one doubt. So yes, I studied from Jain University my 3 years, and 1 year internship I did from Manipal Old Airport Road Hospital. So this 1 year internship, how you will get, that is one question. Okay, in some universities what happens is college will help you to find this 1 year internship, so it is very easy for you. So in some universities what happens is they will say you to find this 1 year internship. So that also matters. So for me in Jain University what happens is we are having like a department for this placement department. So what happens is different colleges, I mean hospitals will come for taking your interview. And if you get selected in the interview, you can go in the hospital, and some hospital will be having stipend for this final 1 year internship, and some hospital won't give stipend. So it all depends upon the hospital where you're doing internship, because some of my batchmates got stipend. But yeah, I did from Manipal Old Airport Road Hospital, and I got this through my college placement. So Manipal Hospital actually took our interview, and we got selected in the interview, but we didn't have stipend. But what we had was stay was provided to us free. So we were kept in Manipal Hospital's hostel. So hostel accommodation was free, and food came around like 20 rupees per day, 20 to 25 rupees per day went in food. So each meal cost about 20 rupees. So per day it was like 60 rupees per day, 60 rupees went for this food. Accommodation was free. So yeah, I got through my college 1 year like internship placement, but this 1 year internship placement, it is not available like in all colleges. So in some colleges they will tell like you to find. So my college had an option like if you want to do in your hometown, in your wish hospital, you can do that. I got one doubt which was like whether BSc cardiac technology students use stethoscope. Usually BSc cardiac technology students won't use stethoscope, as we'll be working in ECG department, echo department and TFT department mainly. And yes, students will use stethoscope, and mainly they will use when they are checking the BP, at that time they will use stethoscope. And apart from that, we are not generally using the stethoscope. And some students even asked about the fees of this course. So as I said, if you're studying in colleges like JIPMER or AIMS, you will be paying a very low fee. Apart from that, colleges like if you apply in LBS and if you get in TD Medical College Alappuzha, you have to pay very less fee. And if you are searching for this course in colleges like any private college or like colleges like Narayana Hridayalaya or like Jain University and all, for 4 years course anyway, around you will be paying around like 4.5 lakh. And apart from that, in the comments I have also told like you will be staying in PG or like hostels. I would prefer you to stay in PG if you are in Bangalore, because PGs means per month you will be paying like from 6,000 to 8,000 or 8,500 per month. It depends on room sharing, whether it is single sharing, double sharing, triple sharing or like 4 sharing, depends upon that. And the PG rent starts from 6,000 until 8,500 it goes, and depends upon the sharing. And yeah, that will be like per month you have to pay, and for the 4 years it should be paid. So that's about the fees. Some students have also asked like whether BSc colleges matter when you apply for MSc college. Usually it doesn't matter. Only thing is like MSc generally focuses on the practical skills. So if you're studying in very good college, having a good practical exposure in BSc, it will be easy for you to study your MSc. That's one benefit. Apart from that, generally I have seen like in colleges like Narayana Hridayalaya, during your interview, they will prefer students who studied under Rajiv Gandhi University, students who are in Bangalore, and they are usually asking like about the syllabus, what you studied in your bachelor's. So that I have seen. And yeah, apart from this, students have also asked like which is the best universities where you can pursue masters in BSc about like MSc cardiac technology. So colleges which is very good for masters, one is Narayana Hridayalaya. Okay. Apart from this, as I said, you are having Manipal Udupi campus, Amrita Institute, you are having AJ in Mangalore, you are having Yenapoya which is in Mangalore. For other paramedical courses, masters like anesthesia and operation theatre technology, you can, if you're choosing, you can choose college like KS Hegde which is in Mangalore. And yeah, there are different colleges in Mangalore side and Bangalore side where masters of this course is available. Apart from this, there is one college in Bangalore which is RR Institute of Medical Sciences. There also masters of cardiac technology course is there, and that also is a very good college where practical exposure is given. So yeah, that's about the colleges where generally masters can be taken for masters in cardiac technology. So yeah, so generally some students have also asked about about bachelor's or like vocational course which is good. I would say like generally what matters is your practical skills. If you're going in a work field, at the end of the day, if you're doing whether vocational course, diploma, bachelor's, you are having practical skills or not. That is the thing that is considered. So whichever field you are interested, whether it's diploma, vocational or bachelor's, I would say try to study in a college which gives you good practical exposure. Okay. I really hope like I try to answer some of your doubts regarding the course BSc Cardiac Technology. And I know like many students are waiting for the videos about BSc Nuclear Medicine Technology, respiratory therapy, occupational therapy. In the coming videos, I'll be discussing all that course. So this video was completely about the doubts regarding the BSc Cardiac Technology course. I want to tell all the students, if you're planning for this course, do the application soon. And I don't want you to miss any application. So that's all about BSc Cardiac Technology. Still you are having any doubt regarding this course, please comment down your doubts and keep watching. Subscribe to this channel and we'll be back with new video regarding new paramedical course. Thank you. Keep watching.